These frightening and unsettling animal encounters will surely remind you of how terrifying and dangerous the wilderness really is. A pack of dogs can be seen tormenting and barking at an aggressive wild boar while their handlers watch from a distance. Wild boars often have their speed and agility underestimated by people because of how chunky and slow they look. The hunting dogs fail to lock the wild boar in place, enabling it to run wild and find the unsuspecting hunter, leading to this happening. The hunter tries to stand up and run away in time, only to stumble and fall, making him an easy target for the wild boar. Wild boars can be extremely dangerous due to their powerful build, sharp tusks, and aggressive behavior when provoked, posing a significant threat to humans and animals.
That's right. Got me on the legs. Got me on the legs. I'm bleeding.
Luckily, his dogs managed to scare away the hog just in time to save him. A man and his dog attempt to navigate a very dense forest when all of a sudden his dog starts barking out of nowhere. Being the experienced hunter that he is, he immediately takes caution and starts walking very slowly, trying to make less noise. With his gun ready to shoot, he continues slowly marching forward, when all of a sudden something appears from the bushes. Wild boars are surprisingly stealthy despite their size. They are capable of moving silently through the forest underbrush, making them elusive and challenging to detect. Despite this, he impressively manages to shoot the boar in time, making it run away and use the bush as cover once more. Now all that's left for the hunter to do is to collect his kill and go home. Hiking in a beautiful forest in Japan, a man records his journey, enjoying the peace and quiet of Mother Nature. Moments later, he hears something rumbling in the bush, and out of curiosity, he tries to locate the sound and identify the source. He tries baiting the source by making loud sounds and not hiding. Suddenly, something extremely terrifying happens. Wild boars in Japan pose a significant danger due to their potential for crop destruction, traffic accidents, and occasional aggressive encounters with humans. His peace and quiet is suddenly ruined by a terrifying animal lunging and charging at him at full speed. Luckily, he manages to scare off the wild animal, and he doesn't get further injured. This petrifying encounter starts right away as we see a very large wild boar charging at a hunter, making up this horrifying scene. He tries catching the boar by its neck, only to fail. Luckily, he has his bloodhound by his side, protecting him and distracting the boar. Killing wild boars can be challenging due to their strength, agility, and protective hides, which often require skilled hunters or specific methods for effective control. The hunter immediately gets back up on his feet, though, and he incredibly subdues the boar by timing its charges, enabling him to pin it. This video ends without conclusion to the encounter, but it seems that the hunter is safe. This hunting disaster starts similarly to the previous one, jumping right into the action, showing this terrifying incident. The deer is relentless and continues attacking the hunter even after he has fallen to the ground, helpless and beaten. The scene is very hard to watch, with the hunter struggling to get up multiple times only to fall again and get stomped on. Deer stomps can be surprisingly powerful, capable of inflicting serious injuries if they kick, with a force potentially exceeding 700 pounds per square inch. If you get stomped by a deer, you can suffer severe injuries, including broken bones and internal damage, which may require medical attention. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened after this, or if the man survived. A man can be seen slowly walking towards a piglet, trying to catch it off guard as his friends watch, enticing him to do so. Pigs are highly protective of their young, displaying aggressive behavior and even attacking perceived threats to safeguard their piglets. Despite this, the man remains fearless, even if the sow is watching closely, possibly due to influence of alcohol. He eventually manages to get within striking distance, and not long after, he begins to execute his attack. Attempting to rescue her piglet, the sow immediately jumps into action, leading to this terrifying chase. Thankfully, no one was seriously harmed in this dangerous and twisted joke. This clip begins by showing a hunter approaching a boar that was being harassed and held down by his hunting dog. Feeling safe, he approaches the boar without aiming his gun, only for the worst thing imaginable to happen. Wild boars can reach speeds of up to 30 miles an hour, making them surprisingly fast and agile creatures in the wild. His dog does not give up, though, and quickly assists his owner, helping him catch and pin the wild boar down. With both their efforts, they successfully manage to hunt the wild animal. A man gets into a terrifying standstill with a large mountain lion while hiking deep in the woods.
Get back.
The camera captures him holding his gun towards the predator, ready to shoot whenever the animal decides to strike. Mountain lions can reach speeds up to 80 kilometers per hour. Whether or not the hunter can shoot in time is up to him. This encounter lasts for almost a minute, and it is truly something that you should watch for yourself. Thankfully, the animal decides to run away from the encounter, leaving them both unharmed. Two hunters record a buck that stumbled into their hunting grounds while they were out hunting for wild predators.
Don't you do it, buddy. Take that.
Hang on, let me get behind you.
You get the away.
The buck seems to have no fear whatsoever of the men and proceeds to walk in their direction, scaring them. Deer attacks are generally not common, but when provoked or cornered, they can become dangerous. Their sharp hooves and antlers pose risks, causing injury.
Yeah, dude, try to pet him.
Moments later, they stumble into an open area and we get a clearer view of the deer and one of the hunters trying to pet the animal. Petting deer is risky due to their wild nature. They may react aggressively when feeling threatened, potentially causing harm with their sharp hooves or antlers.
He needs
The deer does not go on the offensive, which is probably best for everyone involved. A hunter can be seen lying down on the ground and stalking a young black bear at the beginning of this terrifying encounter. He readies his gun and points it at the animal as it slowly approaches him. At first, it walks past him, but being the adolescent curious bear that it is, it checks him out one last time. Due to the commendable calmness and the experience of the hunter, they both leave safely. The beginning of this next unexpected encounter starts with two hunters recording two elks that they are planning to hunt. They try to lure their prey closer by using an instrument to mimic elk sounds while they slowly set up. A few minutes into the hunt, the animals bolt off unexpectedly, which confuses the hunters and makes them investigate further. As they are walking towards where the elks were previously standing, they are suddenly stopped by something truly unexpected. The pack of wolves and the hunters stare at each other for quite some time before the hunters decide to do this. Unfortunately, this unexpected encounter ends in bloodshed, with the wolf going down immediately. A cow moose approaches a man staying inside his tent. He then records this beautiful yet very terrifying encounter. The animal spots the man inside, but appears to be unfearful of him. It continues getting closer and closer to him. It even sticks its face through the windows of the tent. This action terrifies the man, though he is still unable to move due to shock. The cow moose topples the tent, but the video cuts there, so we don't really know what happens next.